Today we will discuss about 4 skills for learning any language. Any language means Hindi, English, Spanish, Japanese, Mathli, Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil or other language. These 4 skills are LSRW. I repeat it, LSRW. Yes, it is LSRW. LSRW means listening, speaking, reading and writing. Many people in India wants to learn some languages which is other than their mother tongue or their mother language. Basically, here in India, people give focus on a particular language called English to learn. That's why in India, English is considered as a second language or some call it foreign language. Well, we all will agree that all of us learn our mother tongue by listening to the language spoken in our family and surroundings. It is called native language or mother language. And when we usually go to school and learn English or other languages there, then it is called foreign language because these languages are not taught in our home or our surroundings. Let us discuss these 4 skills in detail to understand in depth. We will divide these 4 skills into 3 parts. Like number 1 is oral skills. It concludes listening and speaking skills. And the second one is reading skills. And the third one is writing skills. Let us understand these 3 categories in more detailing forms with some examples. Suppose you want to learn Japanese language. Then you would need what strategies as learning materials. At first, you will listen some either Japanese words or Japanese sentences or Japanese conversations. Example, let us take a word from your mother tongue or mother language like I take a word hello, okay? Hello means in Japanese it can be pronounced as moshi moshi, okay? Take another example, thank you. In Japanese, it will be pronounced as arigato. So many people learn and speak Japanese language when they listen it. That's why listening skills and speaking skills is called oral skills. One must listen carefully the language which he or she wants to learn. If you also want to learn any kind of languages, you need to listen the language at first. So listening is of much priority. Now come to the second skill, that is called the reading skill. Reading is of its great importance and it plays an important role in learning a particular language. Let us take an example. Suppose your mother tongue is Marathi and you read somewhere like a word Shubh Sakal and you want to learn Hindi language, then you would say Shubh Prabhat. And if you want to learn English language, then you will read this Marathi word Shubh Sakal as good morning in English. So reading ability or reading skill is one of the most important skill to learn a language rather than your native language or mother language. Therefore, the question is we should do what for improving the reading skill? Then I would recommend to read novels, storybooks, journals, fiction, newspaper article, comics, prose, picture story or other particular language-based reading materials which you want to learn. Different literary journals can help you a lot, so be in the touch of this journal. Now the third skill is writing skill. At first, look at the meaning of writing. Writing is a tool to express our ideas in a printed mode. Writing is considered as a productive skills. In many situations, one need to write on some occasions. Different occasions want different types of writing like narrative, expository, argumentative, persuasive, etc. I have some examples to understand its importance. Suppose you want to learn a foreign language, English, and your mother tongue is Hindi. Then, if you want to write in English, then you would need some approaches or methods to learn English language. Usually, we take translation methods, and before writing in English, we learned grammar rules or a structured approach. I have already made a video on a structured method in which I have tried to make you understand about the approach. You can check out the video, the link is in description box. Now, suppose you want to write in English on the topic myself. Then at first you do what? You think in your mind in Hindi, and after applying grammar rules, you translate the Hindi dialogue into English. Like, मेरी उपलब्धि सीमित है. It means in English, my achievements are limited. But here, we should notice that is it right to do this method? I will say that it is not 100% correct way to enhance your writing skills. People usually do wrong when they only translate one language into another. In my consideration, second language or foreign language can be learned by not only translating method but to think in one's mind that a particular language which one wants to learn. So a particular language can be learned by thinking in that very language. Only translation method is not enough. Now the question is how to improve the writing skills to learn a foreign language. Then I would recommend to follow different types of writing tasks and activities. Let us have some examples of it. Number 1 is change your strategies and think in second language means the language that you want to learn. Example, if I want to learn English language, then I have to think in English. If I want to Japanese language, then I have to think in Japanese. Second example is improve your other three skills, that is listening, speaking and reading. Now the next one is learn daily needs related language vocabulary with all its parts of speech, synonyms and antonyms. Fourth one is in beginning, do more and more writing practices with the help of imitation. Now these are 4 skills, LSRW, listening, speaking, reading, writing, for learning any particular language. You can apply these 4 LSRW skills in improving your language as well as learning a foreign language. I hope today you have learned something new. So keep learning and keep practicing, and thank you. Arigato.